ankles, knees, and hip joints that we explore every Monday. And also, a very important part of that was learning how to isolate and stabilize different joints and different sides of our body, which again is something that we go through every Monday morning. When we did the planks to downward facing dog and then included the cobra, it's the same thing. Wrists were involved, fingers, stabilization of elbow, movement and stabilization of shoulder. Everything that we do on Monday was mirrored, but in a movement fashion on Friday. Going even further, we can say that for the people in our group who ride horses, you probably noticed when we were standing on our knees and moving one leg forward into a lunge and back again, that was incredible stabilization of one side of your hip and of your core as you did that movement. And when you ride horses, of course, that's really important to be able to have your left and right side of your body work independently of one another, but also have the upper and lower body work independently from one another. We see that in running, especially when you're on rough terrain. We see that in hiking. So it's very much a functional movement exploration that we start on Monday with the small isolated movements where we really build up that mind muscle memory so that we can use it when we're in movement. So I just wanted to point that out. So inhale, bring our hands to heart center. Let's close our eyes. A few soft breaths here, bringing ourselves into the physical and mind space to begin our practice. Okay, deepen the breath. Sharing the pranava one time, take a breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sharing the Gayatri mantra one time, take a breath in. Om Bhava Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Continue with that soft breath as we begin to calm the nervous system, calm the agitation through our minds, and just sit quietly. And exhale, release, and let's come into Dandasana. Remember, in Dandasana, go ahead and use any props you would like so that you can have a nice lengthened spine. Knees are soft. Let's begin with just a soft flexion in the ankle. Knees are pointing up, toes are pointing up. Remember, this is blending in harmony movement with breath. So let's begin. We inhale, flexing the ankle, exhale, extend. We're only finding movement from below the knee to the tip of the toe. Thigh is nice and soft. Let's begin. Inhale, flex. Exhale, extend. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time on your own. Remember, what we're doing is just building up muscle-mind memory here, using the correct muscle groups and finding nice joint mobility. And let's meet in a neutral position. Toes, inhale, I scrunch the toes up. Exhale, I open them up. Again, we're only finding movement from below the knee. Let's begin. Inhale, scrunch. Exhale, open. Okay, on your own, 4 more times. Use your own rhythm of breath. Ankle is soft. It doesn't move. And let's meet in neutral position. Ankle rotations. Go ahead and extend both ankles so that our toes are pointed. We'll go to the right first. Let's begin. Inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale to the left. Knees do not move. Go ahead on your own 3 more times. As we go through this nice Monday ritual that we have now, we're also conditioning our core strength as it becomes easier and easier to sit up straight for 20 minutes. Let's finish and rotate to the left 4 times. The other benefit of conditioning ourselves to sit up nice and straight in this position is that we are also giving lots of space to the digestive organs and the lungs to fully expand, the organs to work at peak efficiency. And learning how to breathe comfortably, which calms the central nervous system from this position. And let's meet in a neutral position, moving onto the knee, right leg. Inhale, I bend the knee, flex the knee. Exhale, I extend. While I'm doing this, it's fine to lean back. You can use your arms as support. What you want to do is have a nice long back while we're doing it. All right? Let's begin. Right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Go ahead, 3 more on your own. You can use your hands to help stabilize the leg if you'd like, or to get a deeper flexion. And let's all meet back in Dandasana. Left side, let's begin. Inhale, flex. Exhale, extend. Go ahead on your own. 3 more times. Deep breaths each time so that we're really making that connection between movement, breath, and the nervous system. And let's all meet back in Dandasana. Moving on to the hip, opening and closing the hip. Right leg first. As I inhale, I float the leg just over the mat. Turn it outward from the hip all the way to the toes. Inhale, I close the hip. Exhale, I bring the leg back. You can also slide the leg on the mat, because what we're looking for is this opening and closing of the hip from the entire leg. Alrighty? So let's begin on the right side, sitting up straight. Inhale, right and open. Exhale, close, and bring back. Continue 3 more times. And meet back in Dandasana. Left side, let's begin. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more on your own. Meeting back in Dandasana. Bring the feet together for butterfly pose, but remember, we're trying to do butterfly pose without our hands. So we don't want to use the hands to help us balance. So find a place where your heels are as close to your body as you can without compromising the straight back, without using your hands for balance. So wherever that is, let's hold here. Shine the heart, drop the shoulders. Watch your chin. So this is a real balancing act of figuring out how can I release tension in the hips and maintain integrity in my alignment. If you find that you're tempted to use your arms in some way, just bring your hands up, perhaps into prayer position. Then take one last exhale here. Forward fold. So go ahead, you can tuck the chin, roll the shoulders. Perhaps you can bring your arms underneath your legs, have the elbows hook in at the knees. Forward fold. And again, it's not about pushing, but with each exhale, just try and relax the body more and let gravity help you. Let's hold here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, let's sit up straight again, release the arms. And this time, go ahead and bring your heels closer to your body, even if you're using your hands for balance. Maybe you're holding your big toes or your ankles, roll the shoulders back. Let's hold here, allowing the hips to open up. Nice big breaths. And now just for fun, let's keep our feet together, scooch them forward a little bit, and start doing a forward fold at the same time. And just find a nice comfortable place where you can stretch forward, knees are still open, insoles of the feet are touching. Perhaps you're reaching your hands forward in front of your toes. Tuck the chin and really get a stretch from the crown of the head all the way to the base of the spine. Good, let's hold here. Four. 3. 2. And 1. All right, coming out, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale, release the knees so they're extended. Hands come back. We're sitting in Dandasana once more, and let's move on to the upper limbs. Inhale, the arms in front of you. Roll the shoulders back, drop them gently down towards the spine. Inhale, I flex the wrist. Exhale, I extend. Again, the only movement is from the elbow to the tip of the fingers. Shoulder is nice and soft and down. All right? Let's begin. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the wrists extended. Make a small fist here, thumb on the outside. Inhale, I open up the fingers and flex the wrist. Exhale, I make a soft fist and extend the wrist. Let's begin. Inhale, opening up, flex. Exhale, fist, extend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Stay here, wrist rotations to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale left. Continue. Now if you start feeling tension in the upper back and the neck, slow the breath, deepen the breath. Bring more attention to the bottom of the shoulder blades. And think about bringing and drawing those shoulder blades down and then towards the spine. All right, opposite side to the left. And finish up. We'll meet in a neutral position. Open the palm. Let's flip the palms up towards the sky. Elbow. Inhale, bring the hand to the elbow. And exhale, open up. Alrighty? Let's begin. Inhale. And exhale. So only the elbow is moving. Shoulder joint stays where it is. Continue on your own. Keep lengthening through the spine, sitting up straight. So I'll meet with our arms extended, palms up. Roll the shoulders back. Go ahead, extend the arms out to the side. Shoulders down, same movement. Inhale, bringing hands to the shoulder. And exhale, opening up. Go ahead, 3 more on your own. Watch your chin. right, let's all meet with our arms extended. Go ahead, bend the elbows, palms forward. We're in a cactus position. Inhale, I bring the hand down. Exhale, it comes up. I'm doing my best not to let my shoulder go up and down or forward or back. I'm just moving within the shoulder girdle. Alrighty? Sitting up straight. Let's begin. Inhale, hands come down. Exhale, back up. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more on your own. Do not sacrifice this movement by letting the shoulder creep up. I'd rather have less movement, but shoulder integrity stays intact. Let's meet here. Inhale, I bring the arms together in front of me. Exhale, I open up. Ready? Let's begin. Inhale. And exhale. Same thing here. Don't sacrifice the stillness in the shoulders in terms of letting them creep up towards your ears. It's better to have less movement, but integrity. Two more. And let's all meet. Cactus arms. Inhale, I extend the arms up. And when I extend them up, I'm doing my best to have a line from my fingertips, elbow, shoulder, hip, seat bones, okay? As I exhale, I float them down and bring the arms behind me. See the movement in the shoulders? All right, let's begin. We're in cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale, float down and behind. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more on your own. Really feeling grateful for this movement. And release, coming back into Dandasana. Neck. Inhale, I lift the chin up. Exhale, I drop it. Again, shoulders back, they don't move, okay? Let's begin. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Three more on your own. So what's the application of this neck movements? Well, driving. As we get older, and you notice it in your parents, it gets harder and harder for them to look over their shoulders when they're backing up or checking for traffic. So keeping mobility and elasticity in the neck joints is very important. And let's all meet in neutral position, looking to the right on the exhale. Let's begin. Inhale, neutral position. Exhale, look to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back to center. We're changing it up. Inhale to the center. This time as I exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Let's begin. Stay here for inhale. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left to left. Okay, take your time. 3 more on your own. Interesting how one side usually is a little tighter than the other. That's just habitual actions that we have throughout our lifetime. So just breathe deep, let gravity deepen the movement rather than pushing. Once we start to push, we introduce tension into the muscle fiber. So then we just negated everything we're trying to do. And let's meet back in the center. Exhale, release. Go ahead, roll back on your back. And a nice spinal twist here. So go ahead, extend the arms to the side, palms up. Let's use that pelvic tilt to float the knees over the hips. All together, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, float the knees up. Okay, right here is a good time to check your chin to neutral position. Exhale, let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. And let's stay here, giving a chance for that lower back to stretch out a little bit. Stay here for 2 minutes. So let's focus on each exhale that we take, letting the body melt into the mat. Observing where we're holding tension, and then using that exhale and really focusing and with intention, thinking, relax, deepen, melt. Let's see if we can quiet the breath so we don't even hear it anymore. For those who are familiar with Ujjayi breath, let's sort of put the Ujjayi breath away. Just have a soft, deep breath without sound, without tension. And all together, coming out and moving to the other side. Let's all take a breath in. Exhale. Feel that contraction tilt. Float the knees up and continue to the other side. And the same thing here, same kind of mental focus. Just as we train and condition the physical body, we can train and condition the mind to stay focused and concentrated on one task. And that task right now is to observe and release tension. And all together, coming out of the pose, take a breath in, exhale, contract, tilt, and let's come back to center, hands to knees, knees to chest. Again, review the position of your chin. Relax through the hip joint, which allows the bottom of the spine to make more contact with the mat. Relax the shoulders, again, allowing the spine, the middle spine, to make more contact with the mat. Take the weight of your legs into your biceps. So now I have no tension in my legs. Let's change it up. Go ahead and take both hands to your left knee. As you exhale, extend the right leg down. Small, gentle flexion in the right ankle, right toes, right knee is pointed up. And let's see if we can square the hips. Perhaps your left hip came up towards your head. Square it down so it's in alignment with the right hip, and hold here. Keep your left knee where it is. Simply release the hands to the sides for a spinal twist here. So arms are extended, palms up. Knee is bent. As you exhale, roll over your right hip towards the right, bringing your left knee towards the floor. Now, it doesn't matter if your left knee touches. It doesn't matter if your left foot is in front or resting on your right leg, okay? You just want to feel for your body a nice twist through the spine. Relax the waist. Now, perhaps you're holding tension on the right side. Go ahead, relax that. Let gravity find that twist and the position of the left knee. Let's come out, take a breath in, exhale, contract. Feel that little bit of a tilt as you roll back to original position. Let's switch legs. Bend the right knee in, extend the left. Hands to the right knee, square the hips. Hold here. Left leg is extended, left toes and left knee is pointing up. Now, for some of you who have very loose hips, you may find that your left leg wants to skew out towards the left. So you may have to introduce a little bit of tension through the inner thigh, through the hip and buttocks, to make sure that your left hip bone, left knee, and left toes are pointing up. Okay, spinal twist. Keep the knee where it is. Release the hands to the outside, palms up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll over on the left hip. And now it's about finding that balance where your right shoulder is down on the mat As you exhale, you release tension through the left and right hip, through the waist. Sometimes we talk about lengthening the waist here. That helps to release tension. Remember, tension just means that the muscular fibers are shortened or contracted. So to release it, we're trying to lengthen each muscle fiber. Let's stay here a few more breaths. Remember, gravity is your friend. All you have to do is stay here and breathe. Consciously think about letting go of tension, and gravity will do the rest. Okay, let's come out. Take a breath. Exhale, contract, tilt. Let's roll over to center and release the right leg. Practicing the three-part yoga breath, one hand low on the belly, one on the rib cage. Now remember, three-part yoga breath is a conscious breath where we first inhale through the bottom of our lungs. How do we do that? By expanding the abs so that the stomach poofs out. As we fill up the middle part of the lungs, our ribs expand to the outside. And there's a small, subtle movement that it can move, okay? So the ribs move to the outside, and you can feel it against your hand. And the most subtle of movements is when the upper chest part of the lung fills up. There's a small movement here in your collarbone. You might feel it. As you exhale, we just reverse those sensations. Alrighty? So on your own, let's just practice the three-part yoga breath. So this is a wonderful exercise in isolation and focus. So go ahead and start. All right, go ahead and finish here, your last exhale. Now, you noticed on Friday, we switched the breath and just a normal breath, which is a version of the three-part yoga breath whenever you breathe. We switched that to just breathing through our ribs when we did the cobra pose. So what that did was mirrored our focus on the elasticity of our own brain to communicate with the body and vice versa. So what I'd like you to do now is do 2 cycles of the three-part yoga breath, and then move your hands to your lower abdomen and breathe 2 times only with the lower abdomen. So just your stomach is going to move in and out. Then move both hands to your rib cage and only breathe through the rib cage for 2 cycles of breath. Inhale, exhale, and then come right back to three-part yoga breath. All right, so three-part yoga breath, then belly breath, then rib breath. Again, this is just another practice and conditioning of the muscle-mind memory and increasing the elasticity of our brain. So go ahead, I will time you. Don't worry if you get a little mixed up in the sequence, just do the best you can. All right, go ahead and start. Okay, doesn't really matter where you are in your cycle. Simply take an exhale, release the hands to the mat, palms up. In this position, just listen to my words. On your next inhale, scrunch the toes. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, scrunch the toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, flex the ankles. Exhale, extend the ankles. Inhale, flex the ankles. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tighten your thighs. Exhale, release. Inhale, tighten the thighs. Exhale, release. Inhale, simply breathe. Exhale, feel the small rocking motion in your hips through the exhale. Inhale, simply breathe deeply in, feeling a little difference in the lower spine. And exhale, release, again feeling the small subtle rocking motion in the spine and the hips. Inhale and exhale. Again, 2 more times on your own, just observing that small movement. Moving on. Inhale, make a gentle fist. Exhale, open up the hands. Inhale, make a fist. Exhale, open. Inhale, tighten the elbow to the shoulder. Exhale, open. Inhale, feel that tightening to the tricep, to the shoulder. Exhale, open. One more time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, tilt the head slightly to the right. Stay here. Exhale, turn the head to the left. On your own, inhale to the right and exhale to the left. One more time. And let's bring the head to neutral position. And we're in Savasana. If you can stay in Savasana a little bit longer, go ahead. If we're ready to come out, let's first observe our breath. And now gently move the toes and ankles. And the knees. Find movement of the hips, whether it's swaying from side to side or simply opening up the hips, the knees, as we do in butterfly pose, opening up the joint that way. Finding movement in our fingers and wrists, opening and closing, flexing, rotating. Lifting the arms off the floor, flexing and extending the elbows. Giving a little hug to ourselves, finding some opening in the shoulders. Gently rolling the body from side to side. Allowing the head to tilt from side to side. And all together, let's roll over on one side and find that feeling of stillness once more. And on your next exhale, go ahead, roll up, and let's find another comfortable seated position. Soft breath here, lengthen back. Let's stay in our practice. So you may have noticed in our practice today that it was not that challenging to keep your focus, to stay concentrated when we were actually doing physical movements. But when we went to the breath work, you might have found yourself daydream a little bit when we were doing the three-part yoga breath, the belly breath, and the rib breath. And that's perfectly natural, and it's something that happens to all of us. It's a natural human experience. We are used to breathing and moving at the same time. We're used to that kind of physical movement where we are creating energy, and then that energy is expended externally in a movement. What we're not so used to doing is creating energy and then bringing it inward. And that is what breath work does in yoga. It creates energy, but we're channeling that energy inward just by the nature of what inhalation, exhalation, central nervous system, all those connections, what they do is a more inner awareness. And it's something that we're not used to doing. So we need to build up the habit. Just as we build up the habit to be an efficient runner or an efficient hiker or whatever sport you do, it's the same thing. We can become more efficient in our mind and in the process of our breath. So that's why we spend time on breath work. So let's finish our class with breath work, with the vibration of Ohm. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teacher within. And inhale, come up. Eyes open in full awareness. Namaste.